Hello, my dear virtual world lovers. Welcome to Second Life by Loff. Today we're going to talk about a much better system than NFT and much more realistic, and I'm going to show you step by step how Second Life content ownership works exactly and why it's better than NFT. In this channel, using my 15 years very diverse experience, I hope to help you everyone to have a second life which is faster, easier, and cheaper. Here we go. I built this bloody damn beautiful house. Well, it's not a beautiful house. The goal of this, it doesn't matter it's just an example, but the purpose of this house is very curious. You know, for example, when you have, for example, a cube, or any type of object you are authorized to edit, and if you want to build right on top of it another object just like that one, you go here to the magic wands, you go here to the keep tool selected, copy selection, center copy. You need to you can or not choose this because the previous one will keep being selected, and then center copy, and you hit right on top of it. You must choose. If you hit here, you have a copy right here. Since I have chosen keep tool selected or copy selection, I still have this one selected. So I want to copy on top, I copy on top. And here we go. And this is a very good thing. There is no space between, and they are not colliding. So it's very good for the server. But I digress, as always. I love to digress. Second Life is so diverse. Let's see. You can raise a cube and sell a cube, but let's do it with my bloody beautiful house. So this house it's very simplistic, it's very minimalistic, because the purpose of this house is this one. Just like I did with the cube, and there's a very important thing that I built this house to be the most practical, minimalistic. They only have 14 prims, as you can see here. Prims, the Lego pieces that build a house, and the doors work. And it has a balcony right here on this side with doors. Nope, not this version. I have a version with a balcony. Anyway, what is so special about this house? Well, just as I did with the cube, if you go here, you select the house and you select the magic wand, it's still with that selection, not to res any of these objects, copy selection. Since the root prim is the last prim you save, is the prim that will command the whole object, positioning the object, etc., copying the object. So this is in yellow, is the root prim. Since the root prim is right here, this works like this. I hit on top and I get a second floor perfectly placed. If I select this one and I hit on top, I have another one perfectly placed. Do you know where I'm going with this? This is an incredible, very fast way to have a whole skyscraper built in seconds. In seconds, my friend. And if you just pick the whole skyscraper, copy to the side, or put another house wherever you want, modify the color or whatever, and you do the same, hit on top, hit on top, hit on top, you have a very fast second skyscraper. So with this system, you can build a whole city, at least the buildings. Then you need to do the roads, the gardens, but you can build a whole city really fast. If you go into a sim that it's already pre-decorated when you rent it, it happens. You can build a whole city in 15 minutes. That's great. So this is what I found so great about this house, the little house I built. Actually, it's not very little, but I digress. Let's go to the ownership system. I built this house, and this house is mine. If you look at most of the NFTs you have, they are digital, they are JPEGs, or they are any type of thing, but they have a representation in the web, especially mostly are JPEGs. You can go into the site, OpenSea or whatever, and you can go there and you can copy the JPEG. Everyone can have a perfect equal size, equal resolution, equal colors, exactly the same copy of that JPEG. Oh, I know, the NFT system works because it's not the object, it's the proof of ownership. Okay, keep your shit to yourself. I know all of that shit. But let me tell you why Second Life is much better. This house is mine. And when I select my object, it could be a cube. I could be selling a fucking cube. Nobody would buy it, but I could be selling it. If Picasso did a cube, was alive and did a cube here, he would sell it. Well, let's go. This is my house. I edit the house. I have the edit box, and right on general, on the general tab, this house is mine. No one, absolutely no one, can walk by this house with their avatar and do this. So I can select more, take copy. This is highlighted for me. It's my house. But if anyone else in the damn world, beautiful world of Second Life, comes here and tries to do this take copy will be just like this. Not highlighted, not active. No one can copy my house. It's the ownership system of Second Life. Oh, it's just that. It's your house. No one can copy. How can you sell it? I can sell it. On the general tab of my house, I can put a price on this house. I can select for sale, and I can put a price. Let's say 1,000 lindens. Now, this is a beautiful house. 10,000 lindens. You can build whole cities with it. Then what else can I decide about my ownership, my content ownership? Okay, nobody can touch this. Well, they can touch it, but they cannot copy or take it away. Only if I allow people to take it away. I could say anyone can come into this land and buy this damn house for 0 lindens. And it's for sale, it's 0 lindens and closed. Now everybody can come here. In my case, it doesn't show, which is would be pay, or in this case, buy, because it's my house. I'm not gonna buy it, but if it was any other avatar, it would be the option to buy, and it would be 0 lindens, and they would buy a copy of the house. What can I decide about my ownership? First of all, so I am allowed to give a copy of this house for free to anyone I want. Either I throw it in their inventory or profile, either I call them, or they pass by and they see it and they like it and they can copy, or not. Or I can put it for sale. For sale, 10,000 lindens. And I have other options here. Imagine I am not selling it. I could allow people to move it or to copy. In this case, I don't need it to be for sale. I don't want them to buy for 0 lindens even. I just want them to be able to move the house if they like, which is a bit stupid, like allowing people to move stuff on your land, but I could. It's my house. And I could say copy, and everyone can come here and copy the house. And I can define, okay, so the choices are either you allow people to copy the house, either you put the house for sale for 0 lindens, which in this case would be more practical to just allow copy, or you put it for sale for 10,000 lindens. And now you must decide if people is buying a copy of your house, so whoever comes here pays 10,000 lindens and gets a copy on their inventory, or if this is completely scarce, this is the only house I made available, only this one, this item only once, and I say original. This means whoever comes here and buys this house, or simply, instead for sale, I allow people, anyone to copy, they are taking, no, in this case the copy is always copy, in the case of a sale, in the case of a sale, they can take a copy or they can take the contents. This is just in case you want to sell something which is inside the box and not the box. It's not the case here. And they can take the original. This means it will only be sold once, and whoever buys it takes it to them, and I lost my house. I just fucking lost it. If I select copy, They come here and they buy the house for the same 10,000, but they are buying a copy. My original house remains here, and whoever comes by can take another copy for 10,000 lindens. This is real ownership. I can decide exactly how people are going to take it, how it will move along Second Life. If it's just one time, imagine you do a masterpiece and you want to sell, there's only one. Whoever in Second Life wants to buy your house or your statue or your picture, your creation, whatever it is, even if it is a plastic penis, whoever wants to buy it, they can only buy that one. Even you will lose it, which means it's like, okay, this is like 50,000 lindens because nobody else will have something like this. There are no copies. This is not even I will keep this house for me. It will be forever lost. It will be taken. If I build the house right here and I put it for sale, if I build a house and I took a copy to my inventory and the copy is right here, then what I put outside rest, it will be a copy of my house. So then I will keep the original, but I can do exactly the same. Okay, I have the original, I am the creator, but I promise no one, I won't make this house available anymore for anyone else. And whoever buys it, takes it. And it means it can be very valuable because it's really scarce. People say, oh, digital is not scarce. Well, most people talking about the metaverse, they don't understand Second Life. They should, because it's the only real long-term established proof of concept metaverse with a real economy, with real money making and money spending. The only thing missing in Second Life, and even that is very debatable, which might not be considered the metaverse, is the stupid, silly VR glasses or goggles that most of the people won't be using, and it's not inclusive because you need high-end computers and high-speed internet and spend loads of money on those goggles. So people should look at and learn with the only real long-term proof of concept established, 19 years developed metaverse, Second Life. And this is a real cool ownership system. If I want to sell copies, okay, I cannot abuse because this is not crypto shit. This is based on utility. So people know they're going to buy copies of the houses. So it's not the original they are buying and taking it away only for them. They are buying copies. So I'll sell it for 2,000 lindens if anybody appreciates it. And well, people can sell copies. So this is a very perfect ownership system. The next thing, the next level of ownership, it's even after you sold your item, you can decide what the next owners can do with that item. I can select everyone after buying the house, either taking a copy, even taking a free copy, or buying a copy, or buying the original. However they do it, they can modify the house, like they don't like the walls, they can change texture, they can even like open this wall and create a door here, whatever, modify it, whatever. They can break it apart in prims, the original Lego-based system, and rebuild the house, modify. And if I uncheck these two boxes, this means, hello? Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? Hello, I'm doing a video. I'm not allowing transfer. Well, I don't know what's going on here, but I should be able to unlock. This is like teaching people how to write in Word, a video about writing in Word, and then you type P and it shows up an A. Like, it's like the most basic thing. Like, you don't need to prepare this in a video. Jesus Christ. Create a fucking cube. Oh no, now I did a copy. This happens a lot for you to learn. I was on this mode, so I created a copy of this floor on top of that one, which means I can take it away because it's a copy. Creates a cube. Put it for sale. For sale, yes. Well, 10 lindens, and I don't not allow. People are taking a copy, and I do not allow transfer. What the hell's going on here? Next owner can copy, modify. What the hell's going on here? Guys, did you see this? Is this a bug from the system? This is completely stupid. For sale, 10 lindens, copy, whatever contents. I'm selling a goddamn cube. Is this because it's in the group? I just pressed the cube. Jesus Christ, I was probably touching the floor or something. Yeah. Okay, you can decide. The next owner can modify. Sorry for this, but it's, well, spontaneous videos, live videos, that's how it works. If the next owner can or cannot transfer, okay, can or cannot copy, can or cannot modify. Modify, I already explained. Copy, you can allow the next owner to modify and copy, which means he can change, he can buy your house, whatever system he uses to buy it. It buys the house and then can just go ahead and copy many copies of your house, like to do what I did here, or put the house on set them on other places, copy the house however he wants, and he can also modify the houses. But you can also choose to not transfer, not modify, just copy. So the guy, the person who buys the house, can buy the house or the cube or whatever. He can copy the house as many times as he wish, but he cannot modify. It's my creation. He cannot change the house in any way, not even textures, okay? And that's what he can do. I can also say, you cannot modify, you cannot copy, but you can transfer, okay? So this means when you don't have this one selected, it's because the other one must be selected. This means the person who buys the cube, the house, whatever you're selling, they cannot modify after they bought it. They cannot copy, it's just one original they are buying, but they can transfer. This means they can offer their house to another person, throw it in other people's inventory, or they can resell the house, because if it's transfer, they can resell the house, okay? And again, it can be, in this case, it would be working like an NFT, the house, the cube, whatever, because they cannot modify it, they cannot copy it, they can only transfer. So it's like an NFT. There's only one creation, and it's only one passing by. And the proof is right here. Any bloody one, even people that don't own these products, they can edit the products and they can see that it's transferred. They can see in this case, the cube is created by me and owned by me. Usually stuff is created by whoever sells and owned by whoever owns it. Another proof of ownership is right here. And the creator remains right here. You can always, like this teleport pad, it's owned by me, but it was created by Thomas Conover, and I can check his profile. So you can check everything here, okay? It's everything here, all the information about who created the object, who sold it. And everyone can check this. No one can change this, but they can check, oh, it was not a copy, not a modify. It is a unique item that can only be resold or offered for free to other people. So this is a beautiful, filled with options ownership system. You can also do, some generous people do this. They they are selling for free or for 5 lindens, symbolic price, or they are even just offering shit, or they are selling for whatever price. They can check all the boxes, which means the next owner, even if he took a copy for free or bought it, they can modify the object, copy the object, and offer to other people or resell the object. It's called full perms. And everywhere you go looking for stuff on the market. For example, I'm just opening the main page, but I will say, I'll give an example. Trees. A tree. Okay, let's check for trees being sold. Search. Usually trees, not all of them, but usually trees are copy. Most of the items that are sold are not transferred, because otherwise a creator would be selling something, people would buy it once and then offer to all his friends. So yeah, it's very rare, but there are items who are completely full perms. You can copy, you can modify, and you can transfer them. In this case, for example, most of the trees, they are copy, and some of them are modified. Some people don't allow you to modify their trees, but most of the trees are copy. And if you see, look here, CMT, copy, modify. This tree can be copied many times. It can be modified, or it can be modified first and then copied, whatever. And it's not transfer. Like, you gotta get used to this, and you gotta check everything is for sale. But I'll tell you, like, I'm pretty sure these ones, okay, palm trees, even says it in the title. But every time you buy something, either in world in a store, or for example, I'm pretty sure this is probably full perms for this price. He's offering it. No, it's copy, it's modified, but it's not transfer. So stones. But there are some items. I can show you one item that I have here, which is a very precious item. Usually I hate to buy, wait a minute, I was using a different environment. I'm gonna use the shared environment. Okay, this is how it doesn't look. I don't, they're very playful ones who are copy and modify. You gotta be careful when you buy things. Like, if it's something you really love and it's really precious and you want it, you can buy an item which is like, it's not copy. But for example, when I buy houses, I want to do many houses equal to the previous one. When I buy trees, I want to copy those trees, because I want to create a type of trees which are all the same and very similar for my sim. So you gotta think about the goal of your items, but maybe I want a beautiful statue or imagine this boat. I could have a boat that I want just for me. In this case, this boat is copied. Like, this is another example. This is not it's my boat because I bought it, but it's not my creation. It was created by Leah Woodget, and it belongs to me. And we can see, anyone can see, it's modify. You can modify the boat, you can copy, but you cannot transfer. So I cannot offer this boat or put it for sale, which makes sense in a world where people are trying to sell their creations. But it's copy. I try to buy everything copy. If it's a house, I will probably need to change something or save some prims, some decorative stuff that I gotta take away. So if it's a house, I want it to be copy and modify. I want to change the house. In this case, this boat, I wouldn't care very much if I like the boat, I just need it to be copy. I like stuff that it's copy. I don't need it to be modified. But in this case, being modified is a plus. And all these things will make sense for the price. Like, this guy could not sell, for example, these dolphins, these simple ones, not the simple ones, they are very realistic, but they don't, in their behavior is not possible to tell them, because they are not in circles. They walk freely in a given area which I established, like 20 meters, walk freely around, or 50 meters or whatever. These dolphins, I don't remember the price. It was not very expensive, but they are copy. I can make as many copy of them as I want. But so this guy could sell the dolphins for 2,000 lindens, because maybe, okay, it's not a very affordable thing for a dolphin. 2,000 lindens is already a bit expensive, but it's copy. So yeah, I can put many of them, just like these turtles. But I'm pretty sure they were less expensive. But in this case, I have here a dolphin that I just tried and I love it. And I'm probably going to buy another one. And this guy is not copy. It's very rare for me to buy stuff that it's not copy, but I loved it a lot. I saw it in the sim, and it has a different behavior, and sometimes he goes around and jumps outside the water, so I love that. Although the movement maybe not as fluid as the other ones, I don't know why I loved it. It was 500 lindens, and this guy sells dolphins that are not copied. So I cannot put a copy. I cannot copy this dolphin. Okay, if I want another dolphin like this, I gotta go and buy another one for 500 lindens. So this is a bit limiting for the seller, because that guy can ask 2,000 lindens for the dolphins. Because people will value that because it's copy. This guy, if he asks 2,000 lindens for this dolphin, not copy, only 2,000, I can go to other place and get other dolphins. So as you can see, this ownership system, it will act right. Just like the stuff I'm showing you right here. For example, houses, most of the houses, as I tell you, the creators can decide whatever they want, but this stuff follows some logic. Most of the houses are modified because people who sell houses know that we buy houses and sometimes we want to change something. I'm just going random, and yeah, it's copy and it's modified. Most of the things for sale is not transfer. Whoever it's selling stuff with the transfer permission, either doesn't have copy or modify. So it's like you buy something and you can offer that something to other person, but you are losing that object. So it's only one piece and it goes only to whoever you offer it or you resell, and you lost it. So yeah, the guy is selling something that you can pass to other ones, but you will lose it. So it keeps its value because you are losing something you are offering. Okay. Anyway, you can go here into the general marketplace system, and anything you see here, you can buy as a gift. So let's see, planes, airplanes. You can usually buy this. Any product you can buy as a gift. I believe I don't do it often, but there is like an option here to add cat as a gift. Okay, so you can buy anything in Second Life to other avatar. You just gotta know the exact spelling of the other avatar's names so it doesn't go to the wrong person. But then you are buying it for the other person, not for you. Anyways, I digress a little bit, but this is very important for the ownership system. So, as you can see, you can do stuff. You are more owner of your stuff because everybody can copy JPEGs. But nobody can copy houses and objects with interactive stuff and scripts and interactions. And you have many decisions you can do on how those objects will behave or what people can do after they buy it. And everyone, every time, can check the object if it's a unique item or if it's scarce, or if you are just selling 10 of them, for example. Not unique, but rare or scarce. You can decide that, and people can check it out and can see these chairs I bought for Ibiza. They are modify and copy, of course. Modify was really great because if they sometimes something like this, if I like it as it is, I would not need it to be modified. I like them as it is. It's very interactive, has lots of menus for people to use. Even naughty menus. It could be only copy. I would be happy with it. It was not expensive. But I wanted modify because when I bought this, and they are really low prims, really cool, like Land Impact, 1 prim, all this. It's amazing. Because I wanted to do something I saw in a picture, which was allowing people. This is real. This exists in some hotels. I saw pictures of real life hotels, and like people can use the swimming pool chairs. It's the same thing. I just changed the texture, so it really looks like something for the pool. And it's exactly the same object, but I wanted to be a copy because I wanted to do something cool, like allow people to be in the water, but using this. So I changed the texture so it has more of a swimming pool feeling, and even it doesn't look like wood now; it looks like stone. So yeah, that's something you always have to think about when you're buying or selling something in Second Life. But this is very complete, always verifiable ownership system and transactional system. There's only one thing you cannot do with things you are transactioning in Second Life, or owning or selling, or you can be offering things to people. You can build something and offer it, just drop it on their portfolio. It's a gift. But there is only one thing that NFTs have that these objects don't have. When we talk about the smart contract, well, nothing gets smarter than what I show you, but there is one thing that you cannot do. It's like saying, I am selling this cube, then the next, imagine I'm going to do a rare NFT. So I say, no modify, no copy, only transfer. And I did, this is rare, it's unique, it's something I built, blah, 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 for sale, and I'll sell it for 50,000 lindens, which is quite a bit. I'm going to show you. 50,000 lindens would be, come on, 50,000 lindens would be $207, not bad. And I put it transfer. So people who is buying these can transfer this to other people, which means they can sell it. And ask the price they want. They can sell it again, try to sell it again for 100,000 lindens, for example, and get $400 for it. But the only thing I cannot do is like state, if this guy who bought this from me sell it to a third person, I can get a 20% cut from that next sale. That's the only thing we cannot do as a smart contract compared to NFTs. But all of this and all the proof of ownership, and nobody else can copy like people can do with JPEGs being sold. It's much perfect, much more complete, diverse, and much more, has loads more possibilities when you are transactioning it. And this is exactly NFT. Even creators of Second Life, even the Linden say, we already have NFT since 2003. It's just not working with a blockchain. It's working with a stable coin, which is a digital coin and has nothing to do with fucking Ponzi crypto. But you can say, oh yeah, but many people are selling textures. Like, imagine you have a building and you for example, in this case, this floor, which is a beautiful floor, look at it. This floor, it's the Portuguese cobblestone floor. And in this case, I made it, I built it. I took a photograph of real life cobblestone. I put it in low res, so it doesn't bring much lag. And it's very realistic, it's photographic, so it's a photography, and I'm using it as a texture. But imagine, for example, in here, in this case, in this road, I wanted a beautiful texture, and I didn't have textures as beautiful as this one. This one, the wall, it was also me who did it. I took a picture of a wall. And this beautiful texture, I bought it from someone, and this is a JPEG. It is a JPEG. Like you see, textures like stone textures. And people is selling the texture. Usually it's Spotify. Let's see, this guy is selling a whole pack of textures. This guy is selling just a texture, for example. And it's, look at this, copy, modify, transfer. Do you know, you can say, oh, this guy is dumb. You've been talking with us about these sales systems, that nothing is by chance in Second Life, okay? Look at the reviews he has, okay? You can visit his store, he probably has loads of textures. I'm not particularly fond of this one, but that's what the thing about textures. You can choose the ones you like. But you can say, the guy is dumb. Do you know why this guy is not dumb? Because many people, they build great products, houses, pieces of vehicles, whatever, But those people, they don't know how to create a great texture for their houses, the woods, the windows, whatever. And many people buy textures to put them on the products they are creating and making them look better and then selling them. That's why most textures are transfer, because people who's selling textures they know if it's not transfer, nobody will buy it, or few people will buy it. In this case, for Ibiza and for the floor, I did not need this texture to be transfer. Actually, I don't know if it's transfer. I didn't look for it. I just looked for copy and modify. Sorry, I'm looking at the floor. Select face. Here we go. And now the texture is here, and the texture is here, and here is the texture and properties, and it's copy, modify, transfer. It's also, but it didn't have to be transfer. Because I only want to copy and modify the texture, the size, the way it repeats, but I don't need to sell it because I'm not going to sell this floor. But if it was, in the case of my house, what you saw in the house I built in the modular building skyscraper, most of the textures the house had, it was textures I bought from other guys, and I need to sell the house. So if you are selling a house and you put textures in the house that are not transferred, you automatically are completely blocked. You cannot put the house for sale. Okay, like I bought this, for example. I bought this tree, this beautiful tree, who swings with the wind. No, not this one, but those ones swing with the wind, and I cannot go there. Objects. So Second Life takes care of all this ownership system. I cannot sell the house. It's not for sale because the owner allows modify, copy, but it doesn't allow transfer. So I cannot offer this tree to anyone else, and I cannot sell it, okay? So, because the purpose of this is not to be resold. So, yeah, but the textures, yes. So I was talking about textures, and you're gonna say, okay, anyone can. First of all, if you try to copy this texture, is really low res. So the real texture is the one. Let's go to another one. Sorry, guys. So the real texture is the texture that you find on your inventory. Let's check it out. Okay, select face, check the texture, because the object where I put the texture, the object is mine, but the texture is not mine. So the texture is this one, and it's this one. So this is what you are buying. Okay, this is the high-res original texture. And these textures even come with extra textures to put on the objects to create a perception of depth of field. They have the normal, the specular. Well, that's 3D shit, but it's as complete as that. But you don't need to do that. But you can say, oh yeah, but you have a JPEG. Anybody can copy it. No, this JPEG, this texture, it's here. And if I check properties, stone floor tile diffuse. I don't know why I put transfer, because no one can stone floor tile normal. Properties, it cannot be resolved. I promise you. But you can say, okay, JPEGs. We're talking about JPEGs, so yeah, here the JPEGs can be copied. No, they can't. Nobody can copy this JPEG. If somebody shows here, they cannot copy the JPEG. They must buy it or take it. If the owner allows copy or transfer or whatever, they cannot copy also this cobblestone. And imagine you are an artist, you are a photographer, and let's create a cube. You create a gallery for yourself, like you create or you buy objects For example, this is a stupid canvas, it's just a rectangular, but if you want to buy a beautiful frame for your pictures, you can go here in the market, you can get picture frames. Probably they will be transferred. They will be probably copy, modify, and transfer, because people who sell frames for pictures, for example, this one, they know that you want to resell it. Not this guy. So transfer. So if you want to buy a frame for your pictures and you have an art gallery and you want to sell your pictures on the frames already, you cannot resell it. You shouldn't buy this one. So what do? I do this. This is also great in the you can go in the stores and search, but to be fast, not be walking the stores, watching, checking, waiting for the walls to res around your viewer. You just go here on the website. Then if you really decide you want something, you can go in Whirl and check it out if it's as good as it looks in the photos, and then you buy it. But to look and to compare different creators, this is the ideal. But you can say, okay, I want to buy a picture frame that it's not more expensive than 500 lindens, and I want it to be copied, I want it to be modified, and I want it to be transferred. Why? Because I want to put my real world pictures, my JPEGs, into those frames, and I want to be able to sell them. And when people go to my gallery and they buy a unique picture or copies, they are buying the frame also, which is cool because they can hang it on their walls. Refine search. So now we have only picture frames. For example, this one, we only have picture frames that can be copied, modified, and transferred. Okay, so I buy it, and imagine I have the frame here, and I have like Ibiza logo, for example. Imagine I took a photograph of Lisbon. I have here Lisbon by night. Where is it? Tick, 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 tick. So much thing because I did Lisbon sim. So Lisbon. Okay, Rocio Lisbon, Nomodify, small Lisbon project, whatever, a picture, and I put it here. And it's something I built with Photoshop. Imagine it was a picture. Lisbon sales. Let me check something. Nights. Okay, Lisbon by night. Here we go. Okay, like a night picture I took of Lisbon. Let's put it in a full bright. Okay, so imagine I was selling this. You can, I can copy the JPEG. No, you can't. You cannot copy the JPEG. You can only buy the frame. Or I sell a copy of, or I put it in a box, and inside the box, which is here in content, I put all these pictures I took from Lisbon by night, which in my low-end laptop will take some time to render. Okay, imagine I take these pictures and I select 4 of these pictures and I put it here. And they will be here inside this box, and then I will go and say for sale. Of course, I need a poster saying this box contains all the pictures in this exhibition. You can take them all at once, not in frames, just the textures, okay, the pictures, the JPEGs, and I for sale. And in this case, it can be a copy of the box, or I can be just selling the contents, which means when people pay, they go here and they select buy. They pay the price, and automatically all the contents, which is all these textures inside the box, will be thrown to his inventory, not the box. If I put copy, since the box has the stuff inside, if I put just like for sale, and it's for sale, 1 million lindens, my pictures are very valuable, and I say copy, they will be buying a copy of the box with the content inside. But I still can go inside and define that the next owner cannot modify and cannot copy the pictures. They can only have one copy, or if they can copy the pictures, they cannot transfer the pictures and they cannot give the pictures to anyone else. So, okay, like they are buying a copy of the box with the contents, but I define what's going to happen with these JPEGs. Okay, so you can be sure when you bring a JPEG into Second Life, either if it's a texture for your world or even if it is a picture you want to sell, you are pretty sure no one else in the internet can copy your JPEG. Because if people come here and they check here more, I can take a copy because I'm the owner, but nobody would have this highlighted unless I do. You can copy, you can resell, blah, 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 all that I explained. So even JPEGs are more ownership in Second Life since 2003 than the fucking Ponzi scheme of the crypto. I have videos about crypto, metaverse, and crypto. I'm always against crypto because there can be metaverses with crypto, but they won't work. They won't be inclusive, and they won't work as well as these metaverses because in here things are based on utility. People pay with what they know things are valuable for their use in this metaverse. I paid for these damn trees. I paid for these damn trees because I know they will copy. I know I could put lots of copies. They are beautiful. And I know my place will look good with these trees. Okay? Utility. Okay? If these trees costed 10,000 lindens, I would not buy them because I have many trees in Second Life who are being sold and they are copied. And they are being sold, and some of them are really beautiful, creative 3D works, and they are being sold for 400 lindens, 240 lindens, 80 lindens, and nobody is going to buy a tree for 10,000 lindens. Is it possible? Yes, you can have a crazy creator who makes a beautiful, unique item tree, and somebody can value it for 10,000 lindens. But that's an exception. But I assure you, no one in the metaverse is going to pay $1,000 for a fucking tree because they want to buy a house, they want to buy a plane, they want to build that land, and they're not going to smash $1,000 on the damn tree. A crypto bro will, because a crypto bro buys the tree with the goal of fucking flipping it, reselling it for 1 million. That's why crypto bros don't build metaverses. They just buy shit. They don't show up. They don't do parties. They don't do business. They don't take care of people. They don't meet anyone. They go into the metaverse. They fucking buy shit to sell, and not to sell for the double, to be a millionaire to the moon. That's why it's not going to work, because nobody is going to be selling trees in this kind of economy. Is total speculative. Okay, so this was just a rant, but it's because I was why I'm always talking about shit about metaverse. Okay, so yes, it's possible that some crypto metaverses are filled with people, but they won't develop as Second Life develops, because this guy sells these trees. Because in this case, it's not the trees, the whole bar with the trees and the sittings and all that. These people sell these because they know they sell it for 1,000 lindens, and they know people like it a lot, and they check their competitors, and they know it's very complete. It's copy. It's a very but it's not modified. I cannot modify this. For example, like this one, this grass. I can copy this grass, and I can make it bigger because it's a landscaping item. Usually, people who sell it knows we want to change or modify stuff for landscaping, make it bigger or smaller or whatever. But for example, these guys from Headhunter Islands, they have beautiful stuff, but it's copy, which is great because you can make loads of places with the stuff you buy from them, and you can always copy. But look at here. Look here. Sorry, this is locked. No, it's not locked. Well, I cannot even copy this item. I believe I cannot even. I can take a copy like here, and I can put it recent. Take away these looking words, and it's here. Objects, recent objects, plants, and it's right here. Okay, so I can make copies, but I cannot modify. I cannot stretch the object. If I go into textures, I cannot change the textures, it's locked. So these guys are selling these trees and these bars and this stuff for the price they are selling because they know it has this value. And you can say, oh, but this bar, like it costs 2,000 lindens. That's a bit expensive for Second Life. Well, it's a whole bar with whole trees and a whole system that people can use. And they check the competitors and they are really good. They are not doing such a great stuff as they do, especially visually, and also low prim, which is something people value. Sometimes you find beautiful creations and one object is like 300 prims. That's not good for your land. So it's not just about looking good or being interactive or being functional. It's also a matter of how many prims. 9 prims for all of this. Oh, okay, now I can copy. I was finding it really strange. Yeah, I can copy directly. Yes, I can. But I cannot modify. So this Second Life system, it's very mature. People use it. People never complain about it. And as I told you, JPEGs or objects or whatever you want. Let's put some sunrise. Let's have Ibiza with the sunrise. Sun is rising right over there. You can do whatever you objects, and there is, as I told you, always ownership. Oh, can we take this sort of NFTs, which really are better than regular NFTs, because as you showed us, Loff, as you showed us, there are many choices, and there's no way object or JPEG, there's no way anyone can even take a copy for their computer. No way to do it. So unless the owner, the creator, allows it, which is a different matter. So this is really more ownership than any NFT. Imagine, like, one guy sells a famous NFT because he's famous and people buy it for $500,000 because they want to sell it for $1 million. Nobody will buy it because people will go for the other ones for $500,000. But, well, he's dreaming of selling it for $1 million. And imagine that happens. Anyone can copy that JPEG. You can even have one scammer buying a JPEG, an NFT JPEG, and imagine, like, they don't buy the NFT, they copy the NFT, and they also you can have 2 people selling the exactly same NFT, and if people don't check it out, it can be done. It's illegal. Okay, it's illegal. Well, I don't know if it's illegal. It's not regulated at all. So people can do it, but in Second Life, it's impossible. Okay, but you cannot take it away from Second Life. Look here, any NFT, any proof of purchase, any non-fungible token, which in my case, I think NFT means no future transaction. It's the best definition for NFT, no future transaction. But anyways, non-fungible token. The proof of purchase and the code and all of that, it's always inside some system. Either it is a token platform or it is an exchange platform like OpenSea. But even those exchange platforms can be rug pulled, hacked, and just pull the plug. They can be closed, like Celsius and other shit. They can go down. So, it's not decentralized and it's not everywhere, okay? So you can be buying an NFT in a system that can close down, just like Second Life, Linden Labs can close Second Life. So that's not an argument, okay? But anyway, inside Second Life, this is how it works. It works great. It works beautifully. Many choices. It's a complex world because depending on what permissions you give to next owners, or if you can even offer items. So I believe you can offer NFTs just like that. Can you? Yeah, maybe you can throw an NFT. Yeah, you can offer tokens and NFTs to other wallets. Yeah, you can. But anyways, you are more owner of your stuff in Second Life, the only real fully fledged metaverse in existence, than in those fucking Ponzi BS bullshit crypto. Okay? I'm happy. I'm not angry, but I just get really excited when I think about crypto shit. But I hope this helped. And especially my main goal with all these videos now regarding the metaverse, it's like showing everyone that when you imagine you create a checkbox, a long list, and you say, now I'm going to see if Roblox is really a metaverse, or if Upland or Decentraland or Fortnite, if they really are metaverses. Let's create a box, a checklist, and let's see how many boxes regarding are necessary to call it a metaverse, and how many boxes they check. Most of everything you have around there, they will check 10, 15, 20 boxes. But Second Life checks all the fucking 100 boxes. The only thing which is a wrong concept, like the metaverse must be with the goggles. The metaverse will not be with goggles. Your grandmother, your uncle, they're not going to use the goggles. And if you buy the goggles, you're not going to use them for more than 20 minutes. I spent 6 hours in Second Life watching concerts, building shit, talking with people, meeting people. I spent 6 straight hours. And I'm not a library rat. I go outside, I go for drinks with my friends. Somebody calls me for a coffee or a drink, and I go. So I'm not that kind of person like in my basement. Actually, I'm in a good living room, as you all can see on my videos. But sometimes I spend, especially at night, because I'm building, I'm taking care of things, and I spend 6 hours straight in Second Life. And if I had the fucking goggles, I wouldn't like them. I want to drink my coffee. I want to pet my cats. We have 4 cats, so if it's not one, it's the other one who's asking for some petting. I want to go to the kitchen, drink some water, smoke in the balcony, so I don't bring cigarette smoke into the house. I want to check my texts on my phone, and I do that for 6 hours straight because I'm on my pajamas in my house, enjoying Second Life for 6 hours straight because I can stop and check my phone or answer or even get a phone call or whatever. You cannot do that with goggles. Like you got to think 10 times and be psychological. You must go to the bathroom before you put the goggles on, so you don't have to pee in the middle of you using the goggles. It's completely ridiculous. Forget the goggles. So besides the goggles VR shit, which is not going to work in the metaverse, only for some funny moments. Despite that, all the boxes you can think of for a metaverse are totally, completely, fully checked in Second Life. So you don't dare doubting that there is only one metaverse called Second Life. So everybody should check these things, because people, Horizons, harassing and trolling and people go to Horizons and they touch people, they behave sexually harassment and stuff like that. But Second Life is here for 19 years. Check Second Life. You can mute people, you can ignore people, you can ban people from lands, you can eject people from your lands. If you are in another owner land, you can ask him to eject the person. There are systems. Nobody it's going crazy in Second Life because they were harassed. It happens, but 5 minutes later it's solved, or you can report people. So there's an excellent system in Second Life. It's just one example more of how everyone should be looking at these, because this is a fruit of 19 years by the people, from the people, for the people. It's all working autonomously. There are a few rules, of course, no racists, no pedophiles, stuff like that. There are the terms of service of Linda Labs, but despite that, all you see here is created by people. And if this guy is selling these houses, it's because there is 19 years evolution, and this is a mesh house, which is better than a prim house. Well, sometimes it's not better. I'm going to do a video about that. But this house and the price of this house and the quality of this house, it's determined by 19 years of offer and demands. You can have people here doing things just for pleasure. It's not all about money. There are excellent projects in Second Life that don't involve money. They are commons and non-profits, but all you have here to consume, it's fruit of that. Anything people, oh, the metaverse will be like this, we will be working like that. Check it here, it's all here, it's happening. Since 2003, people are doing great meetings with super real. Let's see something, okay? Let's check something, okay? I'm just gonna write here. You know, Horizons, they have meetings with those ridiculous avatars, and everybody's dreaming, oh, Horizons, the next metaverse. Sexy female avatar. It's just a fucking example. And I'm gonna check the best-selling, okay? Best-selling sexy female avatar. Probably I should have a blur or whatever. Oh yeah, well, I forgot that I'm on YouTube. But anyways, let's go with this, because avatars are adults, they are not like Horizons. So when you're buying a female avatar, you are having things, oh come on, let me get out of here. You're buying things, okay, it was not on purpose, because they need to show how the avatar really looks outside and inside. But let me check another thing, like for example, okay, let's get out of here. Great avatar pictures in Second Life. Okay. Now, check this. Okay. These are Second Life avatars. Okay. Photographed by great photographers, and these are Second Life avatars. Now, you go and look at those Horizon meetings of ridiculous avatars with no legs. And you're going to tell me the metaverse will fucking look at Second Life. We are using these avatars. Well, these are mesh avatars. They showed up some years ago. But we are using great, perfect, realistic avatars with legs and with everything, with sexual organs also, since 2003 for great meetings. And the meetings have, since 2003, the meetings have avatars presence, they have spaces people can build, they have voice, you can exchange files, you can do slideshows, you can show videos to other people, use voice, chat, general chat, private messages while you're in the meeting to each other's. All of that, you can do that. And check Second Life, for heaven's sake, it's been here. And there's only one platform where you know whatever you find is a result of people selling, people building, people buying, people failing, people succeeding, natural selection. And there's only one place where you can see how things will work in the metaverse. Check Second Life. Check why the hell people is selling food in the metaverse. Because we use food in the metaverse. Okay, one video, always the same shit. I'm gonna do a short video. I cannot do a short video. Bear with me. I hope it was really helpful. And you want a good ownership system and a perfect selling buying system. This has been working for 19 goddamn years and it's doing really well. Thank you so much. See you on the next video.